I get these chips at Costco for my family every time I go. Here's your sign. Just because you have an app that says something is approved, check everything yourself. Do your own research. Generally, these would be okay. Avocado oil, non-GMO. But then I got interested researching the glyphosate aspect of this because it is not organic, even though it's Bobby approved. And the avocado oil is a big draw to getting it. These aren't organic. Let's talk this out with AI. So we're talking to ChatGPT, which I have mixed feelings about sometimes, but let's just see what they say. Are Boulder Canyon brand avocado oil classic sea salt potato chips glyphosate free?
The Boulder Canyon avocado oil classic sea salt potato chips are made with clean ingredients and they're certified GMO free, but there's no official documentation from the brand confirming they're glyphosate free. Some retailers list them as potentially glyphosate residue free, but it's not verified with third-party testing. If this is crucial to you, it's best to contact the brand directly for confirmation.
So this brand has not undergone any third-party testing?
Yeah, that's right. From what I could find, there's no public info about independent third-party testing specifically for glyphosate residues. If you need that level of assurance, definitely worth reaching out to Boulder Canyon directly or looking for brands that explicitly advertise third-party glyphosate testing.
If something is non-GMO, is it more likely to be glyphosate free?
It's not a guarantee, but there is a connection. GMO crops, especially things like corn and soy, are often targets for glyphosate, since it's used as a weed killer on them. So non-GMO products tend to avoid those crops, reducing the likelihood of glyphosate residues. But it's still possible for cross-contamination, so it's always good to look for explicit testing if that's a big concern.
Has this brand been tested for heavy metals?
The Boulder Canyon Avocado Oil Classic Sea Salt Potato Chips were flagged in third-party testing by MedSafe Mama for very high levels of cadmium, which is a known carcinogen. The testing was not done by an official regulatory body, and the manufacturer hasn't issued any public statements or recalls. So while these results raise concern, there's no official confirmation or detailed batch data publicly available.
So they were flagged because of third-party testing. So isn't that the data?
Good point. Yeah, the data does come from that third-party test, so in that sense, it's the most specific info we have. It just hasn't been officially confirmed by Boulder Canyon or a major regulatory body. So
in other words, they have decided not to comment?
Exactly, yeah. They haven't released any public statement or taken action like a recall, so it's still kind of in this gray area. If it's a big concern, I'd keep an eye out for official responses or maybe choose a different brand just to be safe.
Do all potato chip brands have some level of heavy metal in them?
Many potato chip brands do have detectable levels of heavy metals like cadmium and lead, largely because these metals can be absorbed by potatoes from the environment. Studies show that while not every brand has heavy metals, many do, and the amounts vary widely. So it's a matter of risk and moderation. Most people's occasional consumption likely doesn't pose a major health risk, but it's good to stay informed.
So are regular white potatoes the worst as far as heavy metals, or does this relate to all types of potatoes, sweet potatoes, purple potatoes, etc.?
There isn't strong evidence that one type of potato like white, sweet, or purple has consistently higher heavy metal levels. Instead, heavy metal accumulation depends mostly on soil conditions, such as pH and contamination from the environment. Research shows that the soil and processing, like peeling, have a bigger impact than the potato variety itself.
So the safest bet in buying a potato chip would be to go organic, because the only risk there would be if there is residue in the soil, because they can't directly spray it with glyphosate, correct?
Yeah, exactly. Organic potatoes can't be treated with glyphosate during growth, so that definitely reduces the direct risk. Of course, if the soil is already contaminated, some residue could still get in, but generally organic sourcing is a safer bet for avoiding direct pesticide applications like that.
Have there been any lawsuits filed against this brand for heavy metal concerns?
There was a class action lawsuit against Boulder Canyon in 2017, but it was about misleading labeling, not heavy metals. As of now, I couldn't find any lawsuits or government recalls specifically tied to heavy metal contamination. Some independent tests, like those from LeadSafe Mama, did find high cadmium residue levels in certain batches, but these were informal, not official legal actions.
If I'm buying potato chips that are non-organic, the likelihood of them having heavy metals or glyphosate is high. If I get organic, it's a little bit safer, but still has a chance.
Exactly, you've got it. Non-organic options tend to have a higher risk of both glyphosate and heavy metals because of conventional farming practices. Organic definitely lowers that risk, but like we said, soil contamination can still sneak in. So organic is a better hedge, but not a perfect guarantee.
So it's safe to say, with what we do know about this particular chip, my children shouldn't be eating it on a daily basis.
Yeah, I think that would be a cautious approach. Given the concerns around heavy metals from those informal tests, it's probably best to limit their intake or find a different snack that you feel safer with. It's all about balancing peace of mind with occasional treats.
So my daughter was eating these every day in her lunch. That's concerning. Anything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and it's not to be taken as medical advice because I'm just an autism mom to a profoundly autistic child. What do I know?